Okay, great.
Shoot.
You ready, co-host? Yeah, you can.
Okay. Here's our housekeeping to do. Did you see my screen? Okay.
Yes.
So please prepare yourself. First, we encourage you to check your internet connections, camera, microphone, charge your device, and adjust your device compared to your body height, like me, so that your face and your upper body can be seen clearly. And the other thing is, if you have a dinner prepared, we can eat during the break time. So we have a 6 minutes of a break time. And please be informed that we only have a five until 6 minutes of break times. So here's our instructions. First, please mute or turn off your microphone unless you are speaking. And let minimize distraction and appreciate people who are speaking. To ensure smooth of event, the host can mute the participant. So then you will be mute your microphones. And then the second one is please turn on your camera. We want to see smile like this. And you're welcome to show your gesture, thumbs up, nod, and shake head or no, and another things. And the last one is try to stand up and look at your camera when delivering your speech. Remember to look for the timer. So, and the other meetings is the suggestion is please call out the names of the person you're referring to before you're talking, and show out a lot of zeal tonight. That's all. I think I'm calling out our president. So now I will calling out our president, Buffett Keppel. Hi, Buffett.
Hello, everybody, and good evening. I hope you guys can hear me. Yeah. Hello, everybody, and good evening. Welcome to yet another Magical Bali Toastmasters Club meeting. And I hope you guys have a great evening. Of course, Magical Bali takes a lot of effort in order to make really good meetings. So I hope each of you guys can enjoy this meeting. Of course, the composition of the meeting and what will happen during the meeting will be explained further by the Tom of tonight, who is a very zealous Tom that we have tonight by the name of Miss Melita, who happens also to be the VPM of this club. Now, as everybody knows, for those who are members, for those who aren't, let me just give a quick explanation that Toastmasters International is an international organization. It deals with the training, or let's say the practice of skills such as the leadership skills, such as public speaking, and a host of other skills for people all across the globe. They function in the form of clubs. There are about 140,000 clubs across the globe with about 350,000 members across the globe. Now, each of these clubs has meetings such as these tonight, like this one tonight, and the members of the club try and train and practice in public speaking and a host of other skills like I just explained. Now, today is a very special day, a very special moment, and we are going to take this opportunity to welcome some of our new members. So at Magical Bali, we strongly believe that a Toastmasters club is like a family. Each of us here at Magical Bali believes in this family or second family relationship that we have amongst our members. So, and of course, when a new member joins this family, it's really a very special moment, a really heartwarming moment for all of us, because we have new members in the family. The family gets bigger, and there's more love and magic to spread around. So with that thought, let me just welcome really quickly some of the latest new members that we have as a part of this family. First up, let me talk about in chronological order. So Day was amongst the first who joined. He was amongst the first who joined. Now, Day, of course, is a person who's into gaming. He is into also global issues. I think he's pursuing a course in international relations. So he's a very enthusiastic person. He's always been good at speaking. However, how to speak well in front of an audience and how to really hone his leadership skills is something that he always look forward to. And which is why, of course, he's a part of us today. And we hope that he really gets successful in whatever his aims are in order to learn from our club. Now, second in order, in chronological order, I believe was John. So John Anderson Manurang, welcome to our family. He's also an aspiring public speaker and aspiring leader, and he obviously is very confident and he believes in himself. His description really shows that he is somebody who's really strongly believes in his capabilities, and we are here to help you really polish those capabilities and to help you fulfill those ambitions that you really have. And I believe he has this ambition of speaking and delivering his speech in the US. So for sure, we hope that sooner or later we can help you do that. We have lots of senior members in this club as well as this division. And I'm sure a lot of those will be ready to help you with your speaking ability, with your leadership ability, so that you can reach the absolute top. Finally, let me the third new member that we have is Gede Udik Ipriadi. So Gede is obviously a very experienced tax consultant. Anyone having issues with the tax people, please go ahead and contact Gede. He can probably help you out. So he's also a trainer and a team leader who loves to read books, travel. He's also into culinary. So all these women who need some cooking tips, maybe go ahead and talk to Gede. Now, something about Gede is that he appears to be a very confident man, and he's done his trainings and everything before. So he's here to polish his skills and get to the next level. And I hope here at Magical Bali we're able to again polish your skills, help you get to the very next level, and become the pinnacle of your speaking abilities. So with that, guys, let me just give a very warm welcome to all of these new members. We are absolutely happy and proud that you chose Magical Bali for your Toastmaster journey. And of course, we at Bali and Magical Bali, of course, believe that, like I said, Toastmasters is just a family. So no matter whom you approach, from the members or from the exco, please go ahead and approach all the excos. We are here to help you out. So please go ahead, contact us, talk to us, and get as many tips and skills from us as possible. Like I said, lots of senior members around, so please go ahead, talk to them, and learn as much as you can. Remember, Toastmasters is all about learning while at the same time having fun, because at Toastmasters they both go hand in hand. With that, thank you so much. I hope I did a warm enough welcome to all the new members today. I hope I was zealous enough as well. And with that, let me hand it over to the Toastmaster of the evening tonight, Madam Melita.
Thank you, our President's Club Basketball. Welcome to Magical Bali Toastmaster regular meeting. So on behalf of Magical Bali Toastmasters, I would like to say thank you to all of you, fellow Toastmasters and also enthusiastic guests, to coming to our club meeting. So if you notice, our meeting password today is kind of special. It's Phosphorus 33. It's not just a password. So our SAA, Jenny, he set up this password to commemorate the Bosphorus Bridge in Istanbul that connects the continents of Europe and Asia. Okay? And not only that, this month, the October, we also celebrate something special, that Toastmasters International, our lovely club, turns 96 years old. Wow. So happy birthday to Toastmasters International. Yay. And some of you probably will celebrate Halloween Day tomorrow, but this is the most important thing, that 2 days ago, on the 28th of October, we are a proud Indonesians. We celebrate Hari Sumpah Pemuda, or maybe in English translations, it can be like the day of celebrations for Indonesian's nationhood. And that's become our meeting theme this evening, young spirit, right? So if you will feel young, come on, clap your hand once again. Woo! Okay, as usual, our meeting will divide it into 3 sessions. First session is prepare speech by members, by Toastmasters member. And the next session is the most fun session, table topic session. And last but not least, we will have evaluation session. Right. Without further ado, I will call our GE, Ben. He's coming from Arizona, United States. He is used to be English teachers, but still a teacher right now. And then please welcome Benjamin Whittaker.
All right. Thank you, Tom, for the evening. Toastmaster Melissa. Thank you all. I am your GE, and for those of you that do not know what GE stands for, it's General Evaluator. My job is to evaluate everything from the beginning all the way into the end, and I do have a fantastic team that will help me with this process. I definitely don't want to do that all by myself. And just a side note, if our Tom's internet does go down, I will then jump in and be the Tom. So let me introduce our first role taker for the evening. She is the mother of Magical Poly Toastmasters. She was the OG of this club, which is the original gangster or the slang. Let's all welcome distinguished Toastmaster Miranda Rumi.
Thank you, Ben, for such illustrious introduction. Well, today my role as a grammarian is a chance for me to practice my listening skills. And my responsibility for this role is to note the language usage of every member or everyone who speaks in this meeting, and note which improper language and help to correct or improve them, and also to note outstanding word, phrases, thoughts, or anything that stands out that I believe will help us to expand our vocabulary and improve our usage of the English language. I will also be introducing today's word of the day, which is zeal. Zeal, and I believe Bhavesh has already used that in its other form, zealous. The meaning of word zeal is a lot of energy, effort, and enthusiasm. And I hope we all will use that word and also embody that word in our meeting today. An example of the use of word zeal is, and actually we have an excellent example today because the person is also here. So I'm going to say it like this. John's zeal made him stand above all the other candidates during the interview process. And I have a little story about this because the person is here, John Manurung. When he first came to our club, he was explaining that he was looking for a job. So I challenged him to speak in front of everybody and just pitch himself. And he did that with a lot of zeal. So I hope you know now. Well, give a big applause to John, our first speaker today, John Manurung. And I'll give it back to the GE and let's use the word zeal. Zeal, zeal, zeal.
All right. Thank you for bringing zeal to that grammarian role introduction. That was fantastic. And one thing you guys know, once you join Toastmasters and understand Toastmasters, is that everything is done in a team spirit. And even at the last minute, there are some changes and people that help step up, even outside of the club. So our new role for today is our timer, and she happily volunteered, or maybe it was voluntold, but coming all the way from Phoenix Toastmasters. Let's welcome our timer, Angeline.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. So hi, everyone. So as your timer today, I'm going to remind all speakers about the time usage and also the time limit for each session. And to indicate the time progress, I'm going to show it in my background change. So I highly encourage all speakers to pin my video first before you start speaking to remind ourselves of the time. And today, as we have 3 sessions, the first one is the prepared speech session, and we have 3 speakers. The first speaker will speak for 4 to 6 minutes. So in 4 minutes, I'm going to show green. 5 minutes will be yellow background, and in the 6 minutes will be red background. After you see the red background, then you will have another 30 seconds to conclude your speech. And for the other 2 speakers, you have 5 to 7 minutes to speak. So in 5 minutes will be green, and in 6 minutes will be yellow, and in 7 minutes will be red background. And again, you will have another 30 seconds to conclude your speech. And that is for the first session, prepared speech. And for the second session, which is the table topic session, all speakers will have 1 to 2 minutes to speak. In 1 minute, which is your minimum time to speak, you will see green background. In 1 minute 30 seconds, you will see yellow background. And in 2 minutes, you will see red background. And after red background, you have another 30 seconds to wrap your speech up. And the last session, which is the evaluation session, you will have 2 to 3 minutes to speak for every evaluators. So in 2 minutes, you will have green background, 2 minutes and 30 seconds, yellow background, and in 3 minutes, you'll see red background. After the red background, you'll have another 30 seconds to wrap your evaluation. All right, and besides timing all the speakers, I'm also going to time all the role takers based on the time in the agenda so that we can follow the agenda and finish on time. And I will report at the end of every session in the chat room to see who will be the eligible speakers to be chosen as the favorite speaker of the day. So do not forget to time me as the timer to remind ourselves about the time. And good luck to all speakers. Enjoy the session. I'll give it back to General Evaluator.
Some very thorough timers evaluation. I love it. Very good. And as a GE, I love staying on time. Now, again, one of the silver linings for having this crazy world pandemic is that we've been able to connect worldwide, literally in this international club. So joining us all the way from Malaysia is our counter. So let's welcome Toastmaster Vuni to introduce her role.
Hello, everyone. One of the very important skills in Toastmaster is active listening. And my role today gives me great opportunity to listen very carefully and give feedback on these 2 categories. The first one is unnecessary sounds. For example, the second category is overuse repeated words. For example, okay, 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 so, then. That's a short and sweet introduction for me. Back to you.
Right. You could tell that Toastmaster Vuni is much of an extrovert. Little fun fact about her is she does have a zeal for lattes and travel as well. So thank you for coming all the way to Indonesia to help us with our counter. Now we do have a role that we've been kind of introducing, and it's going to be our table topic evaluator role. So if you decide to come to Bali and then you automatically fly west, she is joining us from all around the world, all the way from Lombok, Indonesia. Now it might be easier to go east, but if you do go west, it would take quite a long time. Let's welcome Toastmaster Amelia.
Thank you so much, Ben. So for tonight, I will be the table topic evaluator. I will be giving evaluation to the table topic speaker, which is I will give a recommendation and suggest what thing that can be improved from the speaker, and also point out what good thing that they mentioned in the table topic. Thank you so much, Ben.
All right. Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Toastmaster Amelia. Last but not least, one of the most fun roles that we have comes from one of the most zealous people I know. And I saw her when she first started Toastmasters about 2 years ago. And where is she at? Our ballot counter is going to be joining us from Bali Toastmasters, our sister club, Toastmaster Teresa.
Thank you, Ben. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My role as a vote counter is to count the votes for each speaker in each of the following sessions: table topics, prepare speech, and evaluation. I will share a poll later, and you will be asked to vote. Guests are also welcome to vote. I will announce the winners in the end of the meeting. That's about my job as a vote counter. Back to GE, Ben.
All right, thank you very much, our ballot counter. All right, again, you guys will hear from me and the rest of my team in the third section of this fun meeting we're about to have. So let's welcome back our Tom Toastmaster Louis.
All right, thank you all. Let's start our first sessions. Prepare speech. I'm gonna call our first evaluator, Yuliani. She's worked at the Rainforest Alliance, and one of the reasons joined Toastmasters is try to gain communication skill in English. Please welcome Yuliani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melita. Good evening, everyone. I want to introduce you with John. As you know that he is a new member in MBTC. So John is working as a content moderator in one of IT company in Denpasar. He is also loves to enjoy the music and also enjoy the spare time in the beach in the quiet time. And today he is going to deliver speech for level 1, presentation 1, icebreaker, and the title is Dream, Passion, and Toastmaster. So John, so please welcome John for his speech.
Okay, hello. Am I eligible? Am I eligible?
We can hear you.
Okay. I start now. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guests. How are you in this pandemic? I hope you are healthy and safe. Well, I'm Bataknis, and my name is John Anderson Manurung. John Anderson is not like Indonesian name, isn't it? I ever asked my mom about it 9 years ago while eating nuts. Mom, why did you give me John Anderson as my name? And she answered, yes, because it's like American name. So that you're like American, and someday I can see you going to America. And I continue eating nuts and said nuts. I come from Pekanbaru Riau province in Sumatra Island. And now I live in Denpasar, Bali. I'm working as content moderator. I've been 1 year in here. So, fellow Toastmaster and guests, are you a dreamer? Yes, I am. I'm a big dreamer. I had a lot of dreamer in past. To be policeman, soldier, English teacher, welder, a professional artist in drawing. Yeah. And all failed. And I realized it's all the dream. But my favorite is teacher, because being teacher is not only can transfer knowledge of the subject, but also can transfer many things, such as how to be brave and strong person, and also how to respect other people, and I can also talk too much in class because I'm introvert who learn to be extrovert person. I remember what Toastmaster Ai from Rio Fiber Toastmaster said to me, John, spread your wings and hope your dreams come true. And now in Toastmaster, I have a new big dream. I want to be one of best public speaker in the world. And someday I will deliver speech in USA so that my mom vision in my name come true, because I believe my mother puts a hope in that name. Okay, fellow Toastmaster and guests, do you have passion? My passion, I think, only English and communication, because I don't know, when I talk to other people, especially for regular, I feel so excited talking about knowledge and life, and I will do anything about English and communication so that I can be useful for many people. And like, I always remember what distinguished Toastmaster Miranda said to me when I was first time in Bali. John, you're special, but I don't know what it is. But I know you're special, and I hope Miranda, you will find what it is and tell me. And fellow Toastmaster and guests, we're gonna die. I'm gonna die someday, but before it happens, I will create as many as good things for a better future, for my grandchildren's generation. So join Toastmaster is the best decision I've ever made to pursue my dream and to do my passion. I will close this speech with a statement. A big dream starts with a small step. My small step starts here in my first speech. How about you? Thank you. Good evening, for Toastmaster and guests.
Wow, awesome speech. Thank you so
Okay.
much for sharing with us, John. And we all here are ready to help you. So we learn and grow together in the Toastmasters family. Okay. So
Okay.
everyone, please give him a big applause because congratulations, you already breaking the ice. Yay!
Congrats,
Thank you.
John.
Thanks, John.
Congratulations,
Congrats,
John.
John.
Congratulations, John.
Thank you. Wow. I'm
Yeah,
sweating.
If it's an
So
offline meeting,
usually,
we would all be having a standing ovation, John. So I'm still standing for you.
I'm
It's not a
standing.
standing ovation.
I'm
Okay.
sweating right now.
Hey,
right.
great. Thank you.
Okay.
Great.
All right.
Very inspiring.
Thank you so much. All right, let's continue to the next speaker. But before calling out our second speaker, I would love to call out our evaluator, second evaluator, Bia. Where are you? All right. So
There.
Bia is taking virtual flight from Malang to Bali to spend the long weekend here with us. Bia, her favorite food is ice creams, and I tell you a secret. Her biggest wish is to eat without gaining weight. All right, let's welcome Bia.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Our second speaker for the day is Sylvia Saputra. She's a lady who keeps finding new things to improve herself, who sees knowledge as her best friend, and a traveler who is forced to stay at home and enjoy the simplicity of daily life with all its perks. And tonight, she will be presenting her Level 2 Project 1 Understanding Leadership Style with the title Grow Together. Sylvia, the stage is yours.
The thing I didn't enjoy the most is usually when it involves many people and everyone's eyes are staring at me, expecting I have the answer to tell them what to do next. But then, everything that we fear the most usually came in an unexpected ways. On one occasion, during an international retreat that was taking place in our lovely island, Bali, I became a volunteer taking part on it. We have to travel to Kintamani. It's a small place around 2 hours from Denpasar, and we need to prepare so many things at once. Since it was an international retreat involving international members and participants, the nearest one came from neighboring Malaysia and the farthest participant coming from Sweden. So quite a lot of things to prepare actually. It was prepared almost a year from the start when they said the retreat is going to be held in Bali until the due date, the time when the retreat is going to be starting. It was the first time Bali has a chance to become the host of that retreat, and it's really a wonderful chance that cannot be missed. Somehow, even when we already prepared from such a long time, ever since the beginning, problems keeps on happening. The biggest obstacle was the location of our retreat. We've been asking for 3 different locations that we see fit and can handle hundreds of participants. But then, out of nowhere, one by one, they cancel our bookings. And then it was only 2 weeks before the retreat started. We don't know what happens because everyone is having a full-time job and we are doing the retreat, we're handling the retreat during our free time. And then we go to the location that we finally being offered. Whew. It was terrible. Everyone, only all the volunteers that came to that location, only able to take a deep breath and sighing and trying to calm themselves. It was a 50-room retreat location with only 100 people capacity that has not been used for almost half a year. The only employee left on that building consists of one living manager who said that he only hire help whenever there is an event coming up. And it usually needs 1 month notice before the date of the event. We were inspecting the location less than a fortnight before the international retreat. Nobody suspect anything other than misfortune for all the missing place we couldn't get permission to. So we make do with that place that luckily still in Kintamani. The first thing we were trying to arrange was getting more hired help. We thought it was a simple process. Find people we needed and put them on their designated job and finally done. But no, the live-in manager was actually not very cooperative. He keeps on insisting us to use his acquaintance who is living nearby. At first, we were relieved. Oh, it's a good thing. one problem solved. But no, the acquaintance was asking for so many things beforehand that we feel it was quite a burden to be using them as helper. And then we finally inspecting all the room that they said were provided to us. All those 50 rooms in the premises are not equipped with the basic necessities. Another problem that is to be tackled on. All of us, we are only 9 people, 9 volunteers. We already took so many times from our job and from our free times to handle all the preparation needed, but we didn't know that this problem could happen in this such a short time. We were actually really don't know what to do at that time. And out of nowhere, the person in charge suddenly said, oh, we could put as many as we can, 200 people or more. It was impossible. That's why finally I decided to make a hidden plan behind the PIC. All those in charge for transportation suddenly switching their duty into finding basic necessities for accommodation. The one focused on promotion are going to wet market to find the food items that are needed for 1 week-long retreat. Another team goes to find some floral arrangement to enhance the beauty of the area. Thankfully, even through all those ordeal, we managed to assemble a good retreat playlist, and we put our dislike and egos aside and decide to work together for better result. As far as I know, there were 2 more retreats scheduled after that time, and it's still located in Kintamani. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sylvia. It's always a pleasure to hear your story. So at that time, you only have 9 volunteers. Next time, con me in. So you will have 10 volunteers. I would love to go to Kintamani for free. Absolutely. All right. Okay. Let's move to the next speaker, our third speaker. But before that, as usual, I'm going to call the evaluator. This one is kind of unique, if I can say like that. She's running her own business. So she's a totally business manager by day, and she turns into a public speaker by night. Please welcome Natalie Cahyadi.
Thank you, Toastmasters Melita, for that wonderful introduction. With a great zeal, I would like to introduce our third speaker. He is an early riser. No matter what time he sleeps at night, he always wakes up before 5:30 a.m. because that's the time his son wakes up every single day. Oh, the joy being a dad. His name is Ping Hendra, and tonight he will be delivering his level 1 project 3, researching and presenting. His project objective is for him to learn or review basic research method and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. It can be humorous, informational, or any style that he chooses. I can't wait to hear your speech, Ping, with time 5 to 7 minutes. His speech title is Learning on the Go. Learning on the Go, Toastmasters Ping Hendra.
Thank you. Let me share my screen. Host disabled. Sharing screen. Can you please allow me to
Yes,
share my
already.
screen?
You can share.
Okay. Share. Okay. Play. Can you all see my screen? Which is pitch black. Can you see the screen? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for coming here. And I want to show you this picture right now. What do you think this picture represents when you see this? I saw this at Times Magazine a couple of years back, and until now, I still couldn't stop looking at this. This is a good representation of us being a content consumer. From this book, Traffic Secrets by Russell Brunson, he shares about this. Now, everything is moving to mobile. What you're holding in your pocket is by far the greatest tool out there in the world. All your encyclopedias is now Google or internet or Wikipedia. Talk shows move to Facebook. Your radio is your podcast. Sitcoms are your YouTube. Reality TV is your Instagram. And newspapers and magazines is now your blog. Now, this is a very interesting from Hootsuite, and I want you to pay attention on this one, on the last one. It says that average amount of time per day spent using the internet by each internet user is 6 hours and 42 minutes long. Now, I want you to think back again to the time that you have in your life. You have 24 hours a day, and you spend on average 6 hours and 42 minutes per day. How many hours, how many percent of that? Think about it. Okay, and now I would like to invite all of you to become a content creator instead of being a content consumer, because a research shows that money flows from content consumer to content creator. So if you want to be more wealthy, be a content creator. You don't believe me? I see a lot of skepticism from your faces. Okay, since you are not really convinced, let me show you. Who is this guy? Anybody knows who is this?
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie. Okay, so for those of you who didn't know who is PewDiePie, let me give you a startling statistics of him. Okay, PewDiePie, he is the video game personality with 107 million YouTube subscribers. He is the biggest and the most has the most subscribers, and his earning is 8 million monthly. Okay, the keyword is monthly on YouTube alone. And he has about 6 to 8 million from selling shirts, merchandise, sponsorship gears, and 1.1 million more in advertising. Okay, his job is just to sit down and play games, and he review games, and he do live streaming. And this is the amount of money he got. Okay, since I'm a brand new parent, my soon-to-be 2-year-old little boy, he always wants me to play this. Anybody knows what this is? Yes, that is CoComelon. For those of you who are smiling and laughing right now, I'm sure some of the songs that you listen to stick to your brain. You know what CoComelon is? The value of CoComelon, he has 96.9 million YouTube subscribers, and is created by a 55-year-old man and his wife. And he earns 120 million a year on revenues. So you guys are responsible for all the earnings he got. One time you watch the shows and you have all the ads, that's the amount of money he gets every single time. Who is this person? She is Arianna Huffington, the creator of the Huffington Post. It's a blog. If you think it's a news site, no, it's a blog. And Arianna Huffington earns more than $1 billion since 2005. And she earns 41.6 million per month. How about that? Okay, this is a startling statistics. There are 31 million YouTube channels as of 2019. There are more than 500 million blogs, but there are only 850,000 podcast shows. Okay, and Business Insider says that podcast industry will be a $1 billion industry by 2021. So all of you should join the podcast revolution. Okay, and why podcasting is good? Because you are listening it on the go. You are listening when you are driving, or maybe when you are running or in the gym, Or for us Indonesians, maybe you are taking a Gojek or Grab on the way to work. It's kind of like having someone that you really, really like, your mentor, and speak directly to you. Okay? And it has to be intimate, and it's like you're listening to this person speaking to you directly. It's amazing. This is all said by New York Times, and they have said that New York Times has been saying that it improves your listening skills. The moment you listen to podcasts, it improves your listening skills. And why you should be podcasting, okay? Because it's easy to produce. You can talk about the things you love. You know, just like back in the days, Apple says, hey, there's an app for that. You know what? There is a podcast for that. If you love food, there is a podcast for that. If you love adventures, there's a podcast for that. If you love storytelling, there is a podcast for that. And it helps you to become a better speaker. Of course, in the beginning, you first have to speak alone in front of a camera, but after a while, you become a very, very good public speaker. Okay? And you are learning. Even though your podcast, there's nobody listening to the podcast right now, but if you invite someone over to your podcast, you are learning from that particular guest. And that is the best thing of all. The moment you have a show, you ask someone, hey, would you like to come to my show? They will say yes. And it's on demand right now. You don't believe me? Who is this person? He is Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is from the Joe Rogan Experience. He just recently won an 100 million exclusive licensing deal with Spotify. So I want you guys all to go to the education on the go route and let's start podcasting. And I have a podcast on my own. It's called Network and Connect Podcast. And as of right now, it has 964 downloads to date, and it's available on all podcasts. And I want all of you to take a screenshot of this right now. And I have a notable guest, and she is DTM Miranda Rumi on episode 7. Please have a listen. And for those of you who are training to become an counter, listen to 1.5 hours of her speech and listen to how many she said. Not many, okay? And I want to leave you with a quote: formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much from all of us. I bet that you're sharing a very informative. So I definitely will change my career into a grammar probably. Yeah, or maybe a podcaster. So we have 2 podcasters here, Elios Eti and then Ping. So if you want to know how to podcast, just contact both of them. Let me call upon our timer to give her report.
Thank you very much, Toastmasters of the meeting. So here is the report for the prepared speech speakers. Only Toastmaster John and Toastmaster Sylvia are eligible to be voted as the favorite speaker. So as for the details, I have sent it in the chat room. And yeah, so you can choose either Toastmaster John or Toastmaster Sylvia. Thank you. I'll give it back to Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you so much, Angeline. So I repeat once again, the eligible to be voted is John and Sylvia. Sorry, Pink, because you were over time like 5 seconds, but here at the Toastmasters, we learn how to be a great speakers by also considering time. Okay, let's move to the most fun sessions in this meeting. I'm gonna call Esther as our table topic masters. Esther, screen is yours.
Thank you, Melita. Hi, everyone. Welcome to table topic session. Lift your hands for table topic session. So basically, this is the time for all our guests to have the chance to speak up. So I would like to have this opportunity to say Selamat Hari Sumpah Pemuda, Happy Youth Pledge Day. Let's join the Indonesian youth zeal back then in 1928. They all came up with this statement: one country, one nation, and one language. What makes Indonesia unique? We have about 17,000 islands, and we have about more than 700 languages spoken in Indonesia. What makes Indonesia unique? I think because we celebrate differences. So today in the table topic session, I would like to play a little bit of games, sharing few codes that are basically saying in different islands. So I will share my screen quickly here. Share my screen. Okay. Can you see my screen? Okay, cool. All right. So I would like to have the first speaker, Ibu Emmy. I think Ibu Emmy already confirmed with me as the first speaker. Ibu Emmy, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. Okay, cool. So Ibu Emmy, very easy. You just choose which area that you want to talk about.
Okay, Papua.
Papua. Let's go to Papua. There is a saying in Papua, Apuni inya mukut werakhalok yu guna tosu. Basically, this means do good to others. It will come back in unexpected ways. Ibu Emmy, you can choose to talk about Papua or you can talk about this quote. 1 to 2 minutes. The screen is yours.
Okay. I would like to share about the Papua. When I was 25, I visited Papua twice. I fell in love with that island because at that time, Papua is so natural in the beach, the forest, and everything. I was there for 2 weeks, and I traveling alone only from Denpasar to Makassar and then to Timika. It is a very thrilling travel at that time because I don't know exactly that island, but I don't have any idea why I choose Papua at that time. But one thing that I want to know, because I want to see the forest. But luckily at that time I have one tour guide, and they take me to the jungle. We walk from the village to another village around 2 hours, and then I saw a great valley in that time with all the people there without any clothes. And then I have some stories at that time that the government gives the people clothes or dress, but they don't use it anyway because they don't know how to use that. From that story, I learned about the culture that we cannot force anything which is suitable at our side to others. So the moral message in this time is that we have to respect the local wisdom when we visit some area. That's all, Esther. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ibu Emmy. Please give a round of applause for Ibu Emmy. Thank you for sharing the story about Papua. So, next speaker, I would like to invite our guest, Jenny. I think, Jenny, the first time for you to join Toastmaster Club, Magical Bali Toastmaster Club. Yes, Jenny? Are you ready? Okay, I will share my screen. You can, wait, let me just quickly go back. All right, can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right, which one do you want to choose?
Bali?
Bali. Are you Balinese, Jenny?
No, I'm not.
Okay. All right. Bali, there is a saying say that Celebingkah batang biu, gumilingkah ajak liu. Basically, share our similarities, celebrate differences. You can choose to talk about this quote or you can talk about your experience in Bali. 1 to 2 minutes. Don't forget to pin your timer. Okay, the screen is yours, Jenny.
I would just like to share a little bit about how I started coming here. It was in 2000, I think 10 or 11 or something like that. I was working for a fashion TV. It's a broadcasting company. And I started coming here for work. And I just fall in love with the vibe of the island and the people and how it's just very welcoming and very open to other cultures and other people, basically. And I love how it's really spiritual. And therefore, because of my visits, I started, I started fell in love with this place. And I moved here 5 years ago and start new life here. Sorry, that was my cat. I still have 30 seconds.
Yes, you can still.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I love living here and it's been 5 years of really amazing times. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jenny, for sharing your story about Bali. All right, I have a request here from Benny. Benny Chia.
Hello.
Hi, Benny. Okay, I will share my screen. Wait, yeah, quickly. You can choose the topic. Which area in Indonesia that would you like to choose?
Batak.
Batak. Are you from there?
No, I'm not. I've been there before. It's a lovely place.
Oh, cool. Okay, there's this saying in from Batak, yeah. Piltik ni hasapi dota butu pinggo. Anggo piltik ni hata sogodo begeo. Rumors you heard about me are as true as the ones I hear about you. Basically, they are saying, don't gossip, okay? The parents are saying to the kids, don't gossip. So you can share the story about your visits to Sumatra, or you can tell us more about this quote. 1 to 2 minutes, don't forget to pin the timer.
Thank you very much for telling me that.
Danny.
Thank you for telling me that that quote is all about gossip. And I think gossip is an absolutely amazing topic because when I look at the word gossip, it will always remind me of the word peg. In fact, let me just show you the peg. This is the clothes peg. And as you can see, it is red. And with all clothes peg, it is spelled P-E-G. So what has the relationship of a clothes peg with gossip? I feel that with gossip and clothes peg, they share 3 similarities. One, the letter P, it involves people. And whether you use the clothes peg to hold people together or gossip to break people away, people will be involved. And the second thing is E. E is engagement when you use clothes peg to hold people together, or it will be a lot of emotive disturbance if you were to use gossip to break them apart. So whether it's gossip or clothes peg, whether it's something to break them apart or to hold them together as clothes peg, the last letter I think is very important that is similar to gossip and clothes peg, which is the letter G. And what would G represent to me? I think G has got to be the word growth. When you gossip about individuals, if you learn to grow out of gossip, it will bring you to bind people together with a close pact. Because we grow outside gossip, we become growth within a pact. And whether it's gossip or pact, let me ask all of you to think of the word close pact. Because if you involve people, if you engage people and you grow with the people, I believe that will take us away from gossip. Because whatever you do to others, it will always come back to you. So instead of gossiping and get it back to you, why don't you use a close pact to pack everyone, to bring everyone back together with us? Ladies and gentlemen, no more gossip. Pack. Back to you.
Thank you, Benny. What an interesting and creative way to describe gossip with a pack. All right, I would like to invite one more guest. I think Rohan, are you here? Rohan? All right. Maybe we can have, I think, Purwanto. I think we mentioned Purwanto would like to join the table topic, right?
Okay.
E.T.
Sorry?
E.T.
E.T.
It's me.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, E.T. I
Do you
will
want
share.
me or not?
Of course. Come.
Okay.
All right. Choose which area in Indonesia you would like to talk about.
Please pick it for me. Anything.
I pick for you.
Yes.
All right. Let's go to Banjar. Okay, one suku in Kalimantan, Banjar. Dalas jadi harang, menyerah makam keadaan. Basically, they're saying, don't give up just because things are hard. You can talk about Kalimantan or you can describe about this code. 1 to 2 minutes, don't forget to pin the timer. Time is yours, E.T.
Am I audible and visible? Right? Okay. Whew. What would you do if someone asks you to give up? Do you punch them? Or do you slap them? Or do you pat on their back? Well, if you are me, I will pat you on your back. And I have this shoulder to cry on if you are a lady. And I have this hand to shake your hand if you are a man. And I have this hug for you if you are a man and woman. So it's all of for you. Don't give up just because things are hard. But you should give up if things are too easy. Yes. If it's not challenging, you should give up on it. You are mature. You are great. You are wonderful. Why you should try anything that doesn't challenge you? See? This is the shield that you should put on your brain, put on your motion, put on your energy. If you are this person, if you see someone, they want to give up, don't lose them. Give them hope. Yes, give them hope, not give them Kal-El or Superman. And yes, if you are here to be a good presenter, a good communicator, a good reader, you are on the right place. You are the right person. And I know you are in the right time. In Toastmaster, we are running together. And yes, I can see the seal on you. I know that's you. So don't give up on me because I don't give up on you. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, E.T. Don't give up. All right. All right. I still have another 3 topics. I think I already promised Purwanto. And also I would like to call Dinda as well. So Purwanto, do you mind if I give the chance to Dinda first?
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Dinda, are you there? Hello, Dinda.
Yes.
Okay, Dinda.
Everyone.
Hi. All right, I will share my screen. Please choose. There are 3 areas in Indonesia here, Sunda, Jawa, and Betawi, that haven't been selected. Which one do you want to choose? Dinda?
Jawa, please.
Jawa. Are you from Jawa?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So maybe you're familiar with this quote. Aja rumangsa bisa, nangging bisa rumangsa. Yeah, the saying say, be kind. Everyone is fighting a battle you know nothing about. You can choose to talk about this quote or you can talk about Java. It's up to you. Dinda, please don't forget to pin the timer 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay, yes, I'm from Java and I think I'm raised from Japanese culture and what they teach me about that's like to be kind with each other, I think. And because yeah, like the phrase say that we need everyone are fighting the battle that we don't know, and that's why we need to be kind with other people. And yeah, I think that's it.
You can keep talking, Dinda, at least for 1 minute until the timer is showing a green screen.
Okay, I think and also from Japanese culture, we don't like the people, we need to be kind, and also from the appearance, and we need to be humble, and then we need to smile. I think that's really important to be kind. Yeah, do I still have one?
All right. Thank you so much, Dinda, for sharing. I totally agree. I think Japanese people are very kind, very humble as well. I think because a lot of phrases in Japanese are saying about that. All right, the last speaker. I think I promised Purwanto, right?
Yes.
Purwanto, you're still on?
Yes, I'm still on.
Okay, on.
On fire. No,
On
I'm not
fire.
on fire. I'm nervous actually.
Nervous? No.
Because of the code. Okay. Just
Where
keep-
are you from, Purwanto?
I'm from Borneo.
Borneo. Oh,
But
that's
it has been taken by
that
some.
has been taken. Okay. You would like to choose Betawi or Sunda?
Up to you.
Up to me.
Yes.
All right. I choose Sunda then.
Okay.
Okay. Sunda. There is this saying, ulah ngalirkeun tales atel. Don't spread hoax, basically. If it's not your business, don't spread it. All right, Purwanto?
Okay. So before I give my answer, let me repeat the quotes. Actually, I really want to repeat this. It's a challenging. Ulah ngaliakun
Ulah
tales
ngaliarkeun tales atel.
Okay, it's difficult. Don't speak hoax. If it's not your business, don't spread it. Okay, I
Yes.
got it.
Don't forget to pin the timer.
Sure. So,
Okay.
who is the timer?
Ma'am, Angeline.
Angelina Widya, no? Okay. Thank you. When we hear about the news, we tend to think that's true. So what happened when you heard about the news? And that's news is about your family. Something bad happened to your family. And fortunately, that's only a hoax. I think all of us will feel sad and maybe we will cry at that time. But suddenly we become very upset. So I know many people spread the hoax because they can earn money from that. Many people looking for the news and maybe that's unique news. But sometimes that's hoax can cause a chaos and it's not really good for us. So instead of sharing a bad things, bad news to everyone, I think we need to spread the positive news and also motivational environment because by doing that we can have a happy life, not only see someone being sad and we keep searching that news. And because we have that market, we have the hoaxer. It's not really good as well. So speaking about hoax, I think it starts from ourselves. When we want to stop the hoax, we need to find a better news, not only about the hoax. And by stopping that step, we can stop hoax to spread around the world. And don't be one of the hoaxer. I know we can earn money from that. You may have that zeal to earn money from social media, but everything's good will come back to us. So if you do something bad, it will haunt you. Back to table topic master.
Thank you, Purwanto. Don't spread hoax. Oh, wow. Melita, Toastmaster, do we have time for one more speaker? Because
Sorry, we
we
do
have
not have time.
we do not have the time.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, well, the message is let's celebrate our differences. That is our strength, our uniqueness. But it also can be the threat. People can use that to bring us all, yeah, chaos. Okay, back to you, Toastmaster.
All right. Thank you so much, Esther. I can see your zeal, energy in putting those questions. But before move to the next sessions, I would like to call upon our timer to give her report.
Yes, thank you very much, Toastmasters of the meeting. So, congratulations to all table topic speakers. You are all eligible to be voted as what as the favorite table topic speaker today. And the details are sent in the chat room. Thank you. I'll give it back to Toastmasters of the meeting.
Yay! Congratulations to all table topic speakers. You nailed it and you are all eligible to be voted. Okay. Now, I'm gonna take I'm gonna call upon our paparazzi, Danny. So please turn on your camera because we will have a group photos.
Okay,
Okay,
everyone.
let me check. I'm gonna count into 5. So please turn on your camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, go ahead, Danny.
Okay, everyone. So we will have a normal pose first, and then we have the horror pose because we near the Halloween after that. Okay, so let's start for the normal pose. 1, 2, 3. This one for the pet one. Okay, wait. And then we go to the pet 2. Please take 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we go to the post horror. So please everyone put your horror post you like most. Okay, I will start from 1, 2, 3. Okay. Wait, I will go to the second page now. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you everyone. Already finished. Back to you, Tom.
Okay, thank you so much, Danny. Right. Now, as we're running out a little bit of time, so let's move to our third sessions. That a evaluation session. Okay, now I'm gonna give the control To our GE, Ben, screen is yours.
All right, so what a great first two sessions. Now we are on to what I call the education round, where we get to hear the evaluations of our speakers. That is very key. So let me go ahead and introduce to you our first evaluator. Go to my notes. No. We'll be evaluating, this will be her very first evaluation for John's very first speech. A lot of learning to be had right now. Let me introduce you to Toastmaster Giuliani evaluating John as icebreaker.
Okay. Yeah, I want to give my report on John first speech. For the general comments, I think John, he did a very awesome work in delivering his speech. He has a well structured and also it's very clear that, you know, he delivered the speech in very confident way and everyone is enjoying his speech very much. The area that I think he needs to improve on is I think he needs to choose, you know, more professional background because I see that the background is maybe he needs to change the background to, you know, other virtual background so we wouldn't get a bit distracted with the bad situations. And overall, I think I want to challenge to John that he said, you know, he have the high spirit to join Toastmaster, and he also wants, you know, today will be his first step that he want to be something greater, and hopefully he will always keep his spirit, and then we will look forward for his next speech. Thank you. Back to you, Ben.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Giuliani. Now, our second evaluator will be evaluating, who's our second speaker? Oh yeah, Sylvia, Toastmaster Sylvia, all the way from Malong Toastmasters, Toastmaster Bia.
Hey everyone, Toastmaster Sylvia. I like the line of your speech. You have a way with story. That's what I can tell, and also from the response that the audience has after. And when you're presenting a story, I can tell that it comes naturally, and the structure is very nice. Like it comes from, oh, we have this international retreat that was set here, and then the problems come. Everything is great for your story. However, what I want you to work on is, girl, confidence. You have so much potential to be a good storyteller, but however, I want you to be more confident. And to be honest, you can actually add an element of fun in your speech. You can say, you know what? They cancel last minute. I was just like, how is that even possible? Like, give some attitude to it. Make the audience engage in your story. And the one thing that I want you to improve is that I don't know if it's because of timing, but unfortunately we didn't get to the part where you summarize or find a resolution to the problem. So maybe next time you could practice in the timing more and shorten the story to make sure that you can present the relatable topic at the end of it. So yeah, but I do really see the potential in you. You can be a good storyteller if you just have the confidence, and confidence will bring everything. It will bring your intonation. It will make the flow of your story seem smoother, everything. So sister, have confidence, and I believe in you and your future projects to come. Back to you, Ben.
Right, very good. Thank you, Toastmaster Bia. Our last evaluator will be evaluating Ping in his podcast speech. Let's all welcome distinguished Toastmaster Natalie Chayati. Natalie?
Create, not consume. Thank you, Ping, for reminding us that insights, and it's also a reflection for me and all the other audience about certain things that we normally take it for granted. I really enjoy your speech, and I thought it was an informative speech and has an element of persuasion. There are three things that I love from your speech. First one is your assurance and your confidence in delivering this topic. I can tell that you have personal investment in this topic, personal interest, and that's how you can deliver it with zeal. And the second thing that I love from your speech is you tick the boxes on your project objective. It was to do an element of research, and you did it wonderfully. You quoted sources from Hootsuite, from newspaper, from other magazines. So I think you had it on your back. And you also supported that with interesting slide that truly, as a visual aid, it really supported your point. And the third thing that I enjoy is you add personal story and personal touch, because at the end of it, you add your own podcast as an element of credibility. So people like it and people can relate to you more because, you've been there and you're not just talking from other person point of view. Now, to improve on this speech, I would recommend you two things. First, on the content, and second, on the delivery. First one, on the content, because I noticed that you were over time. I would like to suggest you to proportionate the speech with the time allocation. For instance, you have a structure in your speech. You're talking about the how, the why, the what, the who. You have all the fundamentals of the structure pat down. I noticed that if you decide or clarify your emphasis, whether you want to emphasize more on changing the behavior from consuming to creating, or whether you want to put the emphasis on being a podcaster as one of the way to learn on the go, that will help you to reframe the whole speech into a better structure in terms of the time allocation. For example, when you put the emphasis on the podcasting, you're mentioning about the who, Joe Rogan, you mentioned about the why, but you didn't mention about the how. How can we make how can we benefit from the podcast in terms of financial value? Because in the first part about moving from consuming to creating, you're mentioning about the who, why, and how they can, monetize that. Now, in order to do that as well, if you have clarified the emphasis, then the call to action will be clear as well, whether you want to call people to be a podcaster or whether you want to emphasize more on self-learning. Now, the second recommendation I would like to give you is to put more focus on the pause and the pacing. And I think it's all about the time management as well. I believe that this is just the beginning of many great talks, and I'm really looking forward to your next speeches. Back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Natalie. All right, so now we're going to welcome our table topic evaluator. Are you ready, Amelia?
Yes.
All right, so let's all welcome Toastmaster Amelia.
Thank you, Benz. First, kudos to Esther, who make really, really great table topics. And maybe one suggestion for all the speakers. So to make the speech more memorable, we could including our personal experience or something that memorable in our experience. For example, like Emmy. So for Bu Emmy, I really love the pace. How you deliver the speech is very relaxed. But since we only have 2 minutes, I will suggest you that when you told about the Papua, you could share the most memorable experience that you feel when you going there. Okay, and next for Jenny. And Jenny, this is your first time, right? Going to Toastmaster. Since this is your first time, I would like to suggest you just to speak whatever in your mind about Bali, how you like in Bali, and what thing do you like the most in here, something like that. And for Benny, I think it's really, really incredible. How do you find back in such a short time? And how could you correlate it with your speech? Well, it's really, really amazing. I couldn't give any more suggestions. It's really great. Thank you so much. And also the next one is Elios. Elios always really great at opening and always like the energy that he always giving when he speaks. Maybe a little bit to make it memorable, share the experience about you are not giving up, a situation that you're not giving up, and yeah, it will be good if it's happy ending later. And next, Dinda. Dinda also first time in here, right? For me, my suggestion same like Jenny. So you could speak more. You could talk about anything since you are a Japanese. You could talk about where are you from, your hometown, and what about the culture in there. So you could explore it more about it. And the last one, but not least, is Purwanto. And first, I would like to say sorry because I only listened half of your story. There is the phone call. But my suggestion, like before, like the other thing, maybe you could share about a personal story about hoax and how you overcome it. But if you actually giving it in your space already, it's really, really great. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's it. All right, very good job, Amelia. Can we get a quick timers report for the evaluators, please, Ms. Timer?
Yeah, thank you very much, General Evaluator. So for all of the today's great evaluators, unfortunately, Toastmaster Yuliani and Toastmaster Bia were under time, so only distinguished Toastmaster Natalie is eligible. Yeah, so that is all for the evaluators. Thank you.
Guess we don't have to vote on that one. Good job, Natalie. All right. Let me check something. Okay, so let's go to our counter real quick. Are you able to go, Booney?
Okay, everyone. So the most popular sound of tonight is so here's the report. Tatik, you have 5. Emilia, you have 3. John, you have 8. Sylvia, 5. All right, 6. And Yuliani, you have 22. Emmy, 15. Jeannie, 9. Dinda, 12. And the most repeated word for tonight is the word and. And. Tatik, you have 5. Emilia, 7. Angeline, you have 12. John, 10. Sylvia, 8. Pink, 15. Yuliani, 6. Raya, 4. Natalie, 5. Jeannie, 9. Et, 3. Dinda, 4. And Purwanto, 4. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Booney. All right, now we're going to go to our wonderful grammarian on the grammarian report, distinguished Toastmaster Miranda Rue.
Thank you, Ben. I'm wondering if I could have 5 minutes instead of 3 minutes. Tom? Yes, I have a lot to report.
Yeah, we still have some like 2 minutes left.
I think we have extra time, right? We're early.
Yep.
All right. We have a lot to report, but first I would like to classify and categorize it into first, their pronunciation. There's a lot of pronunciations that could be improved. And then there's also very common and repeated mistakes that can be corrected and improved. I would like, and then also a lot of wonderful, good saying, good quotes. So let me start first with the most common mistakes. The most common mistake, one is which is the use of the word Toastmaster between Toastmaster and Toastmasters. I heard some people would say, yeah, there's like when talking about Toastmasters as an organization, only using it as Toastmaster. I belong to Toastmaster. I'm a member of Toastmaster. That is incorrect. The correct one would be Toastmasters, because Toastmasters is an organization. And then the reverse is also what also happened. So when it should be Toastmaster somebody, it was, for example, Toastmasters Lita, Toastmaster Lita, it was said Toastmasters Lita. I saw this, yeah, this is from a quite experienced speaker. So I would like that person to note if you remember, if you said that, because this is a very basic thing for us being a Toastmasters. And then, yeah, also another way of the one that was said, to Toastmasters of the meeting. If anybody remember who said that, if not, I can tell later. So the correct one would be the Toastmaster of the meeting because it's only one person. So that's the general one. And then there's another usage that was, I heard this quite often. People would say, in this example is like, I ever asked my mom about my name. So the ever here is incorrect. And I've heard this quite a few Toastmasters, the Indonesian Toastmasters also saying this. I tried to figure out what it really meant. And it came to me that was the way of trying to say pernah or already. So that was not the correct use of it. Ever means like, if I ever did something wrong. So it would be like, I don't know how to explain that, Ben. You probably can explain that better. It's the opposite of never, but not used in the same way. I think never is tidak pernah, and then the opposite of it, ever, becomes pernah, which is totally incorrect in English. I don't know. Ben, can you help me just with that?
Yes. One thing I found out real quick about that is that in some Indonesian English textbooks, they actually teach that to you all. And it is 100% incorrect. But yes, that's the idea. People try to think about the opposite of like, I have never done that. So, okay, I have ever done that. It's absolutely 100% incorrect, but it is a common error that people use a lot in Indonesia, and I've seen it in Indonesian English textbooks. Not really good.
Yeah, so don't use ever in that way. How would you say ever? I usually would use it in the hypothetical context, and I don't know how would you use that again, Ben? In the correct way of using it.
Yeah, the word ever is typically used in a question, like, have you ever been to a Toastmasters meeting? Right? Ever.
Okay.
It's used like in a question way.
Just use it for that and nothing else, because you tend to be wrong if you use it in another question, another sentence. All right, so that's the main thing. And now I'm hearing a lot of mispronunciations. Okay, so I heard foreigner, and then I also hear designated. And this is where English is very confusing, because in foreigner, the G is silent, and then in the designated, it was silent, but actually it was pronounced. So foreigner, not foreigner, and designated instead of designated. So that's one. And then a few incorrect pronunciations. I heard farthest. It's supposed to be farthest. And then the change. I'm hearing it. It sounds like change, but it was meant to be chance. So maybe it's pronounced like chains, and the correct one is chance. And then I heard a few words that sounded weird to me. Emphasis. Actually, the P is silent, so it's emphasis. Then, and then another incorrect way that is often used in Indonesian English is I would like to suggest you. So that is incorrect. I would like to suggest to you. And please remember that. Never use suggest and then you directly. So put to, or I would suggest that you could use it like that, right? Then, and then the pronunciation, sorry, going back to pronunciation is basically. This is what I hear this a lot today, basically. So the correct pronunciation is basically. And then maybe fortunately, so that could be fortunately. The rest, I would, there are so many wonderful things, but I think I'm running out of time. I would like to highly applaud Jenny, and Bia for your perfect English. If I didn't look at you, if I'm just listening to, I felt like I was listening to native speakers. Yeah. I think I will. Okay, I will mention a few of the best ones, the best sayings that I heard. Spread your wings and hope you achieve your dream. That is from John. And then saying we will die someday. I think it's just a great reminder. And then of course, a big dream starts with a small step. My first step starts here with my first speech. And then I like this from Ping. Money flows from content consumer to content creator. So join the podcast revolution. And another beautiful one is formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. Happy Youth Pledge Day. Now I know how to say Sumpah Pemuda in English. The rest, yes, I think that is enough for me for now. There are several beautiful ones, but I think I can send it personally. So thank you, Ben, for this opportunity. I'm really enjoying this role.
Awesome. Good job. All right, real quick, can we get our ballot counter to post the ballots for our speaker and table topic person today? Awesome. Thank you. So quick. So vote.
So there's no evaluator.
Yeah, Natalie already won.
Yeah, Natalie already won. Just the one.
All right, so while that's going on, can you all please mute your mic? By that, I mean just Miranda. Mute your mic. Oh, Benny as well. Benny, thank you very much. You guys messed up, right? I was supposed to only have 7 minutes, but because we're super early right now, I'm going to talk for forever until 8:53. Your loss. So timer, just let me go until I'm done. Don't worry, I'm not going to take up the whole amount of time. But when you guys give me some, I'm going to take it. All right. So I love being early. And that is what we did. We started early on time. Our Tom kept us on time by skipping a useless 5-minute break. Here's a fun fact. If you're not speaking and you're online, just turn your camera off, go get a drink, go get food, go to the bathroom, come back and turn your camera back on. There's not really any reason to take a break on an online meeting. It's ridiculous. We could break anytime we want. Like, for example, I'm wearing a Bluetooth headset. I can walk to the kitchen right now and you can't tell. Right? Technology. I can do anything I want. But we did a good job with that, so thank you, Tom. Now, let me start with the roll takers. Again, the grammarian, all counter, timer, ballot counter. You guys introduced your roles fantastically. Perfect. And again, you guys greeted the guests. You came in, Denny, good job with that. Our SAA, you set the tone. Well done. I've never met our SAA. That was, again, where's she at? Oh, Tatik. Is that how you pronounce it? Tatik? Is that how you pronounce your name? Our SAA? Is it Tatik? Yes? Okay, yes, good. Nice to meet you, and well done setting the tone in the very beginning. And our president, wherever he's at, if he's here or not, he always comes and gives us a welcoming message in the beginning and introducing our new members, which I don't think any of them are here. It doesn't matter. They're still our new members, and that's always good to be able to welcome people that have come to our meeting. Oh yeah, John is definitely here. Yeah, welcome, John. Glad you're here. And okay, so let's get to the roles themselves. Again, our Tom, she did wonderful today. She set this whole thing up weeks in advance. And I got to also thank Aji too. He's always on top of things, setting things out weeks and weeks in advance to get people in the right spot. Our Tom was in constant communication, and that is what we have with our technology. We can use this, and the best part is we're so connected all around the world. We have people in different countries in different parts of Indonesia that have come together to help us. And that is because of our Tom and our constant communication with the team. So well done, Lita. All right. The grammarian, pronunciation. I think you were saying pronunciation. It's got an emphasis on the C. And again, she asked for an inch. It took a mile. So not 3 minutes, not 5 minutes, 7 minutes. And that's okay because we were on time. So that's a good thing. Take what you can when we have the amount of time to use it. I'm doing the same thing. But Miranda came up with several specific reasons of what we need to do to improve. And being in Indonesia for 4 years, there are so many common errors. And the one that she brought up, I thought I didn't understand it at first being an English teacher until my wife, who's a kindergarten teacher, had an English book that they use in like government Indonesian schools. Equal education is not a thing in my country. It is definitely not a thing in this country where they're actually teaching them to use a sentence. I have ever done that. So I do feel sorry for that. But thank you for bringing that to our attention, Miranda, because that is a problem. And I found out it's not yours, it's the school system. Again, my schooling in the US, not all equal as well. So well done, Miranda, bringing a lot of expertise and bringing out the positives in our language as well. It's always key. Be well balanced. Okay, and we go to our timer. Our timer stepped up big time because we had a timer scheduled, but technical issues. She's like, I'll do it. And she did it flawlessly. So thank you, timer. Awesome. Good job. All right. And our accountant. Guys, I don't know if you know about this, but Vuni is not feeling very good. So she fought through a fever to be able to give you her reports. And she did it very thoroughly, which is great. You step up to a role, you take responsibility for it, and you perform it until the end, even if you're not feeling well. So thank you very much, Vuni. If she's here or not, I don't think so anymore, which is A-okay. She did her job. All right. Now our table topic evaluator, Amelia. Great job of giving every speaker a positive thing they did, especially the new speakers. Table topics is one of those things that is difficult because it could be your first time talking to people ever. If you're in person, it's even more because you're on stage. But you guys all did an amazing job, and Amelia did an amazing job giving you guys positive feedback and things you can work on. Well done, Amelia. And let's see, counter timer. Mary, got it. Table topic master, Esther. You made this meeting better. You added value and increased the value of this meeting by coming out with a really creative way to unite Indonesia and give us a little bit of quotes, language, and just different customs throughout different parts of Indonesia that help us all and teach us everything, right? We're not all from each of these parts, and the language is all different. And a good theme and just great opportunity to give people. Well done. Very creative as well. Good job there. All right, on to the evaluators. Now, our evaluator for our first speaker, Yuliani. Good job for your very first evaluation. But as my mentee, I'm going to be a little hard on you. One thing is you kept it very simple, which is good. Any idea to make it simple makes it very clear, especially giving something your first time. But you have 2 minutes. Use the 2 minutes, right? Use at least 2. You want to actually strive for that 3.5, because the words that you're giving are not going to just help the speaker. It's also helping the audience maybe have an idea for their next speeches as well. So when it comes up to giving helpful tips, you did that really well. Your area of improvement was more about the background, where like for a new speaker, yes, technology is definitely an issue. Let's try to give our speakers an area where they can improve on within their speech or hand gestures or something like that. Because not all of us can help our background, and even sometimes using the background, it looks terrible. But other than that, you did a very good job for your first time evaluating. Well done, right? Our next evaluator was Bia. Time. Again, you came out with a lot of zeal with that energy. It's fantastic. And like Miranda said, if you close your eyes, the way you speak, it sounds like you're a native speaker. And that makes it clear for everyone else because, one, you know multiple languages, so you know how to speak to multiple audiences. And you kind of created a rapport where you're making it a little bit more fun, like, girl, Sylvia, you got so much confidence, which is true. And Sylvia, you do. I've seen it before. So her advice of bringing out your confidence is going to bring out much more of your speech in that. So take that advice because it's really good advice. But here's my area for you, Bia. Try not to use the word but. Anytime you use the word but, it contradicts whatever you just said. For example, Bia, you're a really good evaluator, but I can't say anything positive after that. It's going to be negative. So what you should do, and everyone listening, when we use the word but, be careful, because if you say it's a really nice day today, but okay, my car just got stolen, right? It's a really nice day today, period. You know what? Today, my car did get stolen. Not very good. So try to make very, very careful with your conjunctions, right? But is a good one, but don't always use it when giving a compliment first, because you're going to take the compliment away. All right. And Natalie, distinguished Toastmaster Natalie, you are very experienced, and that's great. One thing about it is that you were specific on areas for improvement and areas that Ping did really well. And that is very key. You're very balanced all the time, bringing a balance to it. You were able to be specific where something that, guys, if you never heard Natalie speak or you just never worked with her before, I encourage all of you to just get her number and text her all at the same time, nonstop, 24 hours, especially during the day when she's working. So that'll just bug her more. She is really good at organizing speeches. Trust me, she's done it, helped me quite a bit. I'm a native speaker. Her expertise is to organize speeches and lay them out and how you can get ready for a competition. That's how she does it. That's her mind frame. So I'm encouraging you to get her number and everyone text her, email her, a whole bunch of spam email asking for her help, and let her just say no because she has to practice on saying no. That's my only area of improvement. It has nothing to do with the actual evaluation, but more so just, your confidence, because you always bring substance to your evaluations, right? Full of substance in that sense. You guys were fantastic. I hope you guys got something out of this meeting. Man, I got 5 minutes left to talk. Can I do it? Let's not do that. Let's welcome back our Tom. You guys were fantastic. Thank you very much.
Please give a big applause to our GE and his team. What a thorough explanations, Ben. Thank you so much. All right, now I'm gonna call upon our ballot. Teresia.
Thank you, Lita. Now, I will announce the winners. First, the best table topic is, let's beat the drum. Benny Kia. Congratulations, Benny.
Oh, that's the
Second,
picture. Oh, okay.
second, the best evaluator is
We will
the
send
only
you.
one, Natalie Cahyadi.
Thank you for defaulting.
Congratulations, Natalie. And then now, the best speaker tonight is John Manurung.
Congratulations, John.
Thank you.
Congrats, John.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations to all of the winners. Back to Lita.
All right, thank you so much. And congratulations to all winners. All right, don't worry. We will send you the virtual certificate. So you don't have to worry to take pictures or not. We will send you right away after this meeting. Okay, before we end this meeting, I would love to call our lovely president, Bhavesh Katpal. Is he here? Let me scroll up on the bound.
I
Bhavesh?
think it's not here, so I can take over.
Again, it's not here. Yep. Okay. Go ahead, our VP.
Yep. Thank you, Lita, and thank you, everybody. I believe, and I hope that you enjoy the meeting because I can see some zeal happened just now. Right. To keep the energy, the zeal in our meeting, I would like to ask some feedbacks from the guests. But before I do that, if you guys from another club have any announcement, you can put in a chat box. All right. Okay. So now I would like to ask. Let's go. I think Fikriyah Rashad. Are you there? Hello, Fikriyah? I think she's not here. All right. How about Jeannie Grace? Can you unmute yourself and tell us what you like about this meeting and what things that can be improved?
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. I haven't had experience in attending a meeting like this before, but I think it's really fantastic. And I think I can learn so much from all of you. And what can be improved is, I don't know yet.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. No worries.
Started in the second meeting.
All right. All right. So this is your first time.
It's my first time. Thank you.
Oh, really? Okay. I thought I see you somewhere in our meeting. All right.
No.
Anyway, thank you for your feedback. And I would like to ask Dinda Rapsodia. Hello, Dinda.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
my first time as well. And then what I like the most is the evaluating part. And even it's not our part, but we still can learn from each other. And also since it was also my first time, so I don't know what to improve, but I will join next meeting, and hopefully I can be able to join from the start because I was late before. Thank you so much.
Okay. Wow. Thank you for the feedback. And it's nice to hear that you would like to join again in a meeting. All right. So next one, I think Fikriya is, are you here already? Okay. I think she's not here. All right. Let's just go from the guests from another club. Then, I think who's the first time in MBTC from other club? Tatik is still your first time. Okay.
Angelica, first time for me.
It's your first time too, Angelica, to be in MBTC? Okay. Then the next one I will have you. Okay, Tatik? Can you please give some feedback?
So this is my first time to be here, and thank you, Lita, to invite me to be a SAA. And this is my first time to be SAA, so So really great that to meet you guys and Friday night. Thank you.
All right. Do you have some feedback for us as our family from another club?
Actually, this is my first time in a Toastmaster meeting online, so I have no, yeah, because of this new,
Okay.
I think that's everything's going well. That's good.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Gungte. And next one, I would like to have feedback from Angelica.
All right, hello everyone. I'm from Phoenix. This is my first time here in MBTC, but before I have ever joined TTT twice, and I always love the homey, like the warm welcome from everybody's meeting. That's why I am so interested to be here today. And yes, you guys do not disappoint me because I do enjoy the meeting so much. It was so much. I could feel so much zeal here. And of course, I will come back again on the next meeting. Hopefully, I could see you again.
All right. All right. Thank you, Angelica. And glad to hear that you like the warm in our meetings in Bali Toastmaster meetings. And okay, everyone, that I think that would be it. And with this, I would like to adjourn the meeting.